Welcome once again to Harwich Channel 18, and as many of you know by now, our guest is Jeremy Gingras, chairman of the Harwich
Chamber of
Commerce. And Jeremy has a lot to tell us, I think, about things that are coming up. You want to get started, gentlemen?
Sure. Well, thank you, Paul. Thanks for having me. Lots of stuff going on in this Christmas season. We just finished up our annual Christmas in Harwich, kicking off with the Harwich Port Stroll, the tree lighting at Doane Park, photos with Santa, horse-drawn carriage rides, merchant open houses, and all the good stuff that happens on Friday evening. And it was really a good showing. We had a great time, lots of people out and about. The chorus this year with Harwich Elementary School, they just did a fabulous job. We had over 50 students from the 4th grade chorus at Harwich Elementary, and they just did a real amazing job. So we do want to make sure that we thank them for that. The tree lights, the lighting went spectacular. The Harwich Clergy Association, as always, reads the Christmas story to us. And it's just a real great family event, and we thank everybody that participated. The fire department, again, we want to thank them. They brought Santa safely down from the North Pole to the Cape Cod 5 in Harwich Port. Lots of kids had their photos taken, so again, that was a real great event. And you know, we had the carriages. We brought 2 carriages this year to Harwich Port for the stroll. And both carriages, every time from 6 o'clock all the way up until 9 o'clock, everyone was packed. So we had lots of people out, lots of people having fun, visiting all the different shops, and really getting to know lots of things happening. So the stroll, we couldn't have asked for a better night. Weather was perfect, and it just went really well.
That was good. You had a much better night of the weekend.
Yes. And you know, we continued things off on Saturday. We had lots of activities that happened on Saturday as well. One thing we want to thank is both Cape Destinations and Brooks Free Library, their staff. They did an amazing job. We had our first ever Polar Express trolley tour, which started at the Chamber. That was a charitable foundation scholarship fund that the Chamber does, and we had a great turnout. We had over 100 people for that event, and what happened with that is we started the trolley tour at the Chamber. The trolley dropped people off at the library, and then Santa met them at the library and read them the Polar Express story. Had a great time, you know, talking with all the kids, and then they went into the children's room and they all got to decorate a cookie before they came back back on the trolley to the Chamber, and that again was a really great event. We had a showing of the Nutcracker by Reaching Heart Dance Studio. Again, they always do a fabulous job, and you know, the different churches had different services of lessons and carols, and it really, this whole weekend was all about the spirit of Christmas and getting the community involved and having a really fun time doing it.
It sounded like you had a great time.
We had a fabulous time. I'm still trying to catch up on the sleep from all the activities we did, but it was fun.
Well, that's great. And what's coming up?
Coming up, we've got some other fun things. We had our Harwich scavenger hunt that happened throughout the month of October. Starting at the end of this week, around December 13th or so, we're doing a snowman scavenger hunt with participating businesses. So we'll have the information on that by this coming December 12th. We should have that all set. You know, there's less participants with this because a few of the stores have closed for the season, but certainly there's lots of activities, and it's a chance to win some really great gifts that will help out as well. So that's another good thing we have coming up. Right now, we're also working on our 2nd edition of the Harwich magazine. We've got lots of activities going in there, lots of events that happen throughout the town. That's an exciting thing that we have coming up. This year's we're focusing on the restaurant aspect of the town. We have lots of fabulous restaurants in town, as well as arts and how arts play a tribute to the economics of a town from a business standpoint. Be it art displays in lobbies or restaurants, or the different art activities and events that happen throughout the town all year long, really. So that's a fun thing going on. And then, of course, we'll have a little history component in there, and lots to talk about, the harbors and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's an exciting one going on. We're working on a few new events for next year, community events, so we're anxiously trying to finalize some of the details on that before we formalize and make some announcements on what those will be. Which we should have next month for you. I'm excited to announce those, and hopefully we could do so on the show. But I think they're things that they're both events that came out in our branding process and interviewing people throughout the town on what they look for in a community and what type of events they want and that type of thing. So we're happy to bring those, bring the events that people have asked for either back or to. So. Lots of exciting things.
Well, very good. I was over here to the Garden Club exhibit, and by the time I got there, and it was before noon, I think, they had been reduced to one room. They sold out everything in one room, and had moved everything to the next room, and that was going fast.
Yeah, they had a great turnout on Saturday at the garden fair, which was at the community center this year.
I thought it might be less because people had to, come here.
Yeah.
They weren't just going by it and it's, drifting in. But they did very well, I would say.
Well, the Garden Club had worries about that too. But I think, what it boils down to is they made it, and it had built up to be its own separate event. Mm-hmm. And over the years, with all the work that they've done in really facilitating, the Christmas spirit with the wreaths and the, all the different baskets and stuff that they do, I think it needed its own space to really take hold, and it worked out great for them.
I think it did. Yeah, that's great. How about East Harwich? Were things good down there?
Yeah, we had a couple different things going on in East Harwich. Consigning Women had a harpist in her studio. In her business. There was some hot chocolate giveaways, candy bars, and lots of good stuff, and that was a great turnout. We also finished up prior to the Christmas stroll. We had Small Business Saturday.
Yes.
Which was fabulous. Everybody talks about Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and now there's Small Business Saturday, and who knows, maybe next is going to be Totally Tech Tuesday and Wicked Wednesday or whatever. But Small Business Saturday for us was a really great turnout. We partnered with American Express, who did some advertising on the local and the national level. And we were able to, get some gift cards to give out to people to help make purchases, and really focus on the businesses. What we ended up doing is we went around town and took videos and pictures of all our merchants that were open on Small Business Saturday, posted them to Facebook. And we got a huge response online. It was fabulous. We couldn't have asked for anything more. We're going to be compiling all those things and then turning them into a video that we're going to use to market and promote Small Business Saturday next year. So that was, it's just a fabulous turnout. And the fun thing about it was I got to go and hand out all the gift cards. So I got to go around town with, $600 worth of gift cards or so, and just, hand them to people shopping and, completely surprise them. It was great. We got to help people who were buying a Christmas tree, give them, money towards a Christmas tree, or, maybe, something a little extra special for a Christmas present, or, it was a blast.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you had a very good weekend, and it's good to hear because it's very positive for the town, and we wish you continued success.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.